All right, and up next we got Ziam taking on Luigi Vendramini. Ziam's coming in here with an 11-3 record. 24 years old, 6'1" with a 75-inch reach. The comeback on Luigi, he is 25 years old, 5'8" with a 73-inch reach. So he's gonna have a 2-inch reach disadvantage, but he's got quite a reach on him for being on the shorter side. Going into these fights here, let's break down Ziam first. He is coming off a win over Jamie Malarkey. In that fight, to be honest, just breaking down Ziam, he's a kickboxer, but his kickboxing doesn't wow me. As his MMA style, he's very vulnerable to takedowns. Like you've seen in his previous fight before the Malarkey win, he faced Don Maggi, where he just pretty much just got out grappled from beginning to end. And in both of those fights, his what I just noticed is that his stand up was pretty. It's there. It's not powerful. He has good front kicks, good low kicks. He's very long, so he can fire good 1-2s down the pipe and whatnot. But nothing with any sting on it, and he's pretty unimpressive to me, to be honest. I don't really have too much more to say about him, just because I didn't see too much to talk about, to be honest. And on the flip side with Luigi, the two fights that I recently just watched of his was the Jessen area fight, where he got a first round knockout in pretty quick fashion. He kind of blitzed the guy and just got him out of there, got him rocked against the fence and threw a nice sneaky head kick and ended up finishing him. And the fight before that with Zaleski dos Santos, they had a back and forth battle, man. That first round, Zaleski looked like a weight class bigger in that fight, super big, and ended up getting a takedown early in the first round. Threatened with the submission, and Luigi was able to outposition him and get his back, and for the better part of 2 minutes rode his back, and Zaleski was in all sorts of trouble having to defend rear naked chokes and whatnot, and at one point Luigi almost got him out of there, but he just didn't have it under the chin tight enough. They go into the second round, a little bit of back and forth, and Zaleski throws a sneaky flying knee, catches him, gets him in all sorts of trouble, and finishes him against the fence. But before that, man, it was a competitive fight, and Zaleski's no slouch. Dos Santos he's a great fighter in his own right, but he definitely was the bigger man in there. But Luigi was giving him hell for as long as it lasted. So I didn't dig back too much deep on his regional scene fights. I did see one where he got a quick knockout. But you can't really take too much away from those because you don't know the level of opponents he was fighting. So I like to take the ones that he had more recently in the UFC and apply those to this specific fight. And in this specific fight, I just see him giving Ziam all that he can handle. I believe he's going to blitz him quick. Ziam's going to be on his back foot. He's not going to be able to strike clean off his back foot. He's going to get out grappled when he needs to. Vendramini can pretty much do it anywhere. The only trouble I can see him running into is being overzealous and running into something and getting clipped early and knocked out. Besides that, I got Vendramini doing whatever he wants to do. And, I can see him finishing this inside the distance as well.
All right, and so for me, with Faris, Zahim coming in 11-3 out of the Bulgarian top team. Faris coming in as a way bigger man here with a 5-inch height advantage. He is a technical striker. He also has been looking a lot better with his wrestling defense. Although Luigi will be coming in to destroy as he always does, it's going to be a tall task getting through that jab. He does have a good jab, does Faris. I think Faris will try to pick him apart and try to score in the striking department. With total strikes landed, but I don't really see him stopping Luigi. The question will be, can Luigi close the distance and get inside to try to end the fight? For the Italian Stallion, for Luigi, he is 9-1. Luigi, he did show what kind of savage he was by moving up to 170 to fight Zaleski on short notice, but he ended up on the wrong side of that knockout. But he did take some time off since then, and he came back and looked good in his last fight in a little over a minute of work. But this man does go for the kill, which is something that I am impressed of, and I'm with you on that. I also think Luigi's gonna come in and get it done. With Faris, they have him as the favorite at -135.
Wow.
And Luigi at +105. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm also liking the dog in this one, and I think Luigi's going to be able to get it done, and he's going to, the height ain't going to be that much of a difference, and he's going to be able to get in that jab and land something.
Yeah, that's surprising to me that he's an underdog. I'm looking on Bet Online right now. What is this, Wednesday night? He's plus 117, so who knows, man, how high that number can actually get. I think Luigi can honestly just go out there and immediately take him down as well and just threaten with subs, man. We've seen how he got down the bigger man in Dos Santos. Well, it's a reverse position on him and then, threaten with those subs for like the better half of the round on his back and whatnot. And literally almost had Dos Santos out of there at one point, and maybe that's where he blew his wad and ended up getting finished. But yeah, I'm impressed with Luigi, and I just see I see him taking Ziam out. Ziam's kind of just more there to, almost sometimes his fights look like sparring matches.
Yeah,
sometimes.
And Luigi's a killer. I mean, he's got 9, like you say, he's 9-1, 9 wins, and all 9 of them are by stoppage. None of his wins were by decision. He don't go to the judges. He even his only loss was by TKO. So it's like he's coming in there to either kill or be killed. And
they got this one pegged at under 2.5. The under
2.5. Yeah, I like that.
Minus 120.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet as well. I mean, even on Faris's side, with 11 wins, 9 of them are coming by stoppage. So these guys are finishers. So I think they're gonna look for that, especially with Luigi. Man, I definitely see him getting this fight. I'm surprised they have him pegged as the dog.
Yeah, man, that's I didn't know Ziam's had that many finishes, but both guys contributing with finishes, and that's a lot of them between the both of them. And so that under 2.5 at minus 120 doesn't sound bad at all. Might see a lot of finishes on this card. So yeah, man, I'm excited for this.
Both on Luigi on this fight. On